Yeah, peace people. Khami here. As I've promised before, I'll tell you guys a bit more about why 16 years ago I decided to become a Muslim or to follow this way known as Islam. And look, at the time I was asking questions and about my own way of life, my own way of thinking, and so on. And I played in the Nachtroep. I played in the brass band at church, and then I played in like the Klopso or the Nachtroep, and that was like probably the second or third time that I met with Islam really. Before then, like at school and so on, there were Muslims around, but I didn't know the difference. I didn't really. And yeah, we that was like the first time that I actually got exposed to Cape Town Muslim culture as well. And then I asked around, and every person I asked, and then I found it a bit off-putting. Every person I asked at the time about Islam would tell me, no, I'm not the right one to tell you. Go and ask that one. Go and ask that person there. And then at the end of the day, I just decided, man, let's leave. Let's leave this for now, and not worry about it too much. And then when I went to go and do some studies at UWC, one of the projects that I got was to study and write a report on another culture or religion. And so because there were so many Muslims, I decided to actually write something on Islam. And I ended up starting on Monday, learning about all the things. Starting that weekend, I learned about all the things that like the basic principles of Islam, the practices of Islam. I learned about what Jumu'ah is, or the congregational Friday prayers, and so on. And at the end of the week, I went to Jumu'ah. I went to the mosque, and I participated in the congregational prayer. And after that, after writing my report, handing it in, after having gone to mosque and through this week, I ended up going to mosque every week, after that. And I started finding some of the things that were being said interesting. Like there's only one God, and that God doesn't have partners or sons or daughters or anything. There's only the one God, that's God. And things like this. And just the naturalistic way of looking at things, man, the realistic way. And I before I met Islam, or before I met with this philosophy, I actually met with other philosophies as well, like Judaism and like Rastafari, which is also something I'd like to talk about as time goes. And then also other schools of thought that are still being practiced and are quite common around the world. I was just impressed by the realistic way that Islam thought about or explained things, and gave. And now 16 years later, I've obviously gone a lot deeper into it, and I find it even more fascinating and impressive, the way it explains things to me. So, but I'll go into all of those things as time goes. And yeah, that's how I started, on my journey towards Islam. I mean, the first time I came here to Cape Town, this woman said to me, Maaf and Kanala and all these funny words. And I had no idea what this woman was talking about. And at this point, I had some idea of Islam, and I had studied a bit of Islam. And it actually took me a year of practicing Islam, fasting, and everything before I decided, okay, so I think that this might be the right way of life for me. And this might actually explain the world in the best way for me. And so yeah, that was the beginning of the journey. I'll tell you guys a bit more about my son, like my um, marriage and that experience within Islam and so on. I'll share some of that and some of the other thoughts that I also have and that I've also learned and how my view of Islam has not changed but has changed, I would say, and become more defined. But yeah, thanks guys, thanks for listening. If you're interested and you like what you're hearing, please subscribe, and let me know what you think in the comments. Also share the video if you like it. Yeah, speak to you guys again next time. Thanks.